Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, we've got another comparison video for you today. This time it's Me109's, the Second World War German fighter plane, and in one corner I have the Unequal Me109, and in the other corner I have an unnamed or unbranded Me109 off of AliExpress. I thought originally it was going to be a Slubin one, but it's not Slubin. I don't know who's made it. Really can't find out on this one. But this is a different type of comparison video to the one I did about the Mustangs. The Mustangs was very much a case of, you want a Mustang, you got it down to two, which one are you going to buy? Similar sort of prices. This is about you buying for somebody else who wants an Me109, and basically what you need to know to decide which one to get. So I'm not going to do the speed build as it's two models. I don't think that's really fair. Nobody really wants to sit through 2 minutes of speed build or anything like that. So I'm going to show you some pics of both of them from different angles, and then we'll get into the review. Let's crack on and build. So, welcome back. Right, I'm going to go through the format that I would normally do very quickly. First of all, let's do the unnamed one. These are the instructions. They're average at best. Because they are quite a small sort of A5 size, they're not brilliant. And you tend to, or at least I tend to find, with instructions of this sort of size, the actual diagram that they show you of, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult just to see because of the angles and things like that and the size, but they will just about get you through. As I say, it's pretty average, although it was nice to see parts of this at the back. Everything was here, everything fitted okay, nothing warped and no discoloration. Right, Unequal. Instructions, bigger booklet, not quite A4, pretty good, I gotta say. What was very nice as well was that with the internal bricks, they were using lots of different colours, which is a lot easier and quicker to get through when you're looking at, and particularly as Unequal do not number their bags, so you end up with all their stuff dumped on your workbench. It's a lot easier to find stuff that way, so that was actually very, very helpful. Although, while we have this particular bit open, this is the one bit I did have a few issues with, because along the inner spine of the fuselage they have the sort of the hollow square bricks, which did not want to play nicely together. They really did not want to sit together at all. I'll talk about them a little bit more, but apart from that, very good really. Now, nothing missing with Unequal, everything's there, no discoloration, no warpage, etc, etc. Now, one thing that was very nice to notice with both of them is they do come with stands. So with the Unequal one, you have a, oh, let me just pop that down a second. Oh, you have one of these things. It is posable and it's fairly secure. It's exactly the same as the Mustang one. It's very good, I've got to say. No problems there. Well, it does tend to take that little bit off when you take it off, but it is very secure on here. I've got no worries at all about that. This one I wasn't expecting to get a stand with it because of the basicness of it, really. But although the stand's nowhere near as good as that, it's actually not too bad. And to be honest with you, I just appreciate getting a stand with it. There are, as you can tell instantly, there is a massive difference between the two models. The Unequal one is so much better in just about every metric that you can lay on these two, really. It's far more lifelike. It uses the custom piece for the engine cowling, whereas this unnamed one, you have to make it up. Let's take that off again. The line on the fuselage is smooth on the Unequal, it's lumpy on this one. You've got bare studs on the wings here, smooth wing there, you've got ailerons that move up and down, no rudder or tailplane elevator movement with either one of these, which is in keeping with the Unequal one and the Mustang. The big difference obviously in the canopies. This is a lot more cartoonish compared with this one. They both do come with minifigures. The Unequal one comes with 3 minifigures, and as you can see on the undercarriage of this one, I've got a wobbly leg, but yeah, there's really no comparison between the two. Now, price wise, this was £16.74, which is slightly more expensive, I think, than the Unequal Mustang that I did. Although I would say this is a slightly better model than the Mustang from the same company. With both of these, the undercarriage does come up, but doesn't fold away entirely. So we're just going to pop you back on there a second. Now, with this unnamed one, as you can see, I have a wobbly leg, but again, similar thing, the undercarriage goes up, but doesn't fold into anything, which again is a little bit of a shame. Now, you're still asking yourself, why am I done these two? Because if it's a straightforward battle between... Oh, and that was £3.30 as well. Yes, £3.30, including postage. Yeah, there's still no comparison, is there? You know, yes, that one's 5 times the price of that one, but you'd still go for that one every single time. It's still not a particularly expensive model. So why go for this? Well, this one I did on streaming a couple of weeks ago, except I didn't do this one. You see, I did that model, which is this model, and I left it on the kitchen table, which is where I stream. And the next morning my kids came down for breakfast before going off to school, and my daughter was raving about this one. She loved it. She kept pestering me about, Daddy, can I do it? Can I do it? She's 6. So after a couple of days of this, I thought, oh God, alright then. So I took it apart. And then we sat down on Saturday afternoon for an hour before tea, and then about an hour and a half after tea, and we did this. Or rather, she did this. I helped her with a few little bits and pieces, like putting the tyres onto the wheels. She's just not strong enough to do that. And around the tips of the wings, it's a little bit weird the way I've done this. But she needed a little bit of help with that. Otherwise, she did this all herself. And she was made up. She was absolutely over the moon that she'd done this. And I had a lovely sort of 2.5, 3 hours together just making a model with her. And so she kept telling me off if I kept trying to help her when she didn't need it. But I was there when she did need help. So it was a lovely time. Now if I'd given her this one, well, we wouldn't have got it done. She'd have got frustrated. it would have been then down to me to have done it, and she'd have got bored and wandered off, and we wouldn't have had a good time. And we had, as I say, a lovely 2.5 hours or 3 hours or thereabouts doing this model. So for me, that was worth a lot more than this one is, because I had the chance to do that. So if you're we're coming up towards Christmas time, so if you've got a grandchild or a youngish child and you just want to have fun with them, and it's just nice to spend time with them and watch them learn and grow and develop their personalities and things like that, I wouldn't have swapped that for the world. You could have offered me 100 of these, and as good a model as this is, I'd have taken it every time, because I had a wonderful time with my little girl. So that's why I've done the comparison of two very, very different Messerschmitts. And hopefully you've liked this video, and if you have, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again. You take care. Bye bye. But seriously, this is really good. If you're buying it for yourself, you want this one.